Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the match preview. Chelsea versus Everton. Stamford Bridge, a 3 o'clock kickoff. Very unusual. Very unusual. Yeah, Chelsea away has not been a happy hunting ground for Everton, for David Moyes. But we're in the festive period. When I say festive period, I don't mean Christmas. I mean Everton winning away games that they don't normally win. So can that continue on Saturday?
It can. Will it? There's a different thing. It definitely can, because I do feel like Chelsea are up and down at the moment. Yeah. I think they've got obviously loads of really good players, but they just seem a little bit hit and miss at the moment. I think they've only won 2 of the last 5, and obviously beaten them midweek by Atalanta in the Champions League. So I think it is a game Everton can win, but Everton are going to have to play really, really well to win there. I think it's 30 Premier League games without a win at Stamford Bridge for Everton. So it's going back to December 1994, Paul Rideout header, isn't it? Beat last time he won there in the league. So it's a long time, it's long overdue. But they are a good side, and it will be a tough game.
Yeah, they're a bit streaky, aren't they? Because they haven't won any of the last 4, losing a couple of those games, Leeds and Atalanta. But one of them was Arsenal, who they kept to a 1-1 when they were down to 10 men. And the game before that, they beat Barcelona convincingly at Stamford Bridge.
They were brilliant.
So they are a strange side. A couple of weeks ago, they were second in the league, and if they could have beat Arsenal, it would have been a massive step forward to them. But since then, they've dropped off, and it's just a strange thing, isn't it, at the moment for them? They've got tons of good players, but a lot of people saying that maybe they're just lacking that experience in the squad and how to cope with certain games and the amount of games they've got, and is changing the team so often a good thing for them as well. So the managers come under scrutiny. So obviously on the day they're going to be a very, very tough side, and sadly we're taking that bit of baggage in with us of being so long since we've won. But I suppose at the moment, if Everton can, well, with the way they've, with Bournemouth and with the Man United game and players we're sort of getting, we've always said for years, haven't we? We have these records and it's different managers, different players, but it does seem like we do have some of our players now they're just not looking at it like that. It's a new thing.
It's got to be, hasn't it? You can go on these runs as players, but it's not necessarily, we as fans live it every year. So for us, it just seems like one big, long, terrible run, doesn't it? Yeah. Because we remember every game. But the players coming in, like you've just said, they're different. There's lads there who've gone and won at Stamford Bridge before, and Kieran Dewsbury all played for Chelsea, so you should be comfortable in them surroundings. Yeah. But it's about, when you put a squad together, it's about changing that narrative of going to places. We haven't won at Bournemouth, we've gone and done it. We haven't won at United for 12 years, wasn't it? And we've done it with 10 men, the only team ever to win the Premier League with 10 men. So, therefore, at Old Trafford, why not? Why not go and cross another one off? Because this set of players do look like they want to start making these changes, and this is a journey to becoming a better team, a team that fights higher up the league, is to go to these places and have a good go and get the result. And Everton have done that on a few occasions, when you throw in last season, like winning a sort of Newcastle on the last day, and Forest who were doing well, and Brighton, and taking it on to this year to getting some good results. Then Everton should be very, very confident. It is a difficult game. They are a good side, but they're a side that has a lot of young players in. And if you remember this time last year, they were on a really good run. Yeah. And he came to Goodison, and he sort of just, it was weird. They could have gone top that day, and they just played almost for like a draw. And even when it looked like, it was 0-0 with 20 minutes to go, they still didn't full throttle it. And then that sent them into a few weeks of, remember Fulham beat them at home and things like that. They just went into that little tailspin. So it'd be great for us if they're in that at the moment. and we're able to take full advantage of it. But again, like you say, it's a difficult game. They are a good side. They've got a lot of good players. But Everton are playing well at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, to look at the league table, I mean, there's a point between us, which if you would have said that, and at the beginning of the season or even in the last few weeks, you would be like, you wouldn't believe it, but there is only a point between us, and actually their home record it's not brilliant. They picked up 11 points. They've been beaten twice, so I think with that mentality, with the change of mentality, there's definitely an opportunity if we don't go and shoot ourselves in the foot, which we did last season with messing around at the back and being caught in possession, and if we can go there and with that sort of mentality of we've done this a couple of times in the last few weeks, we have got a great away record under David Moyes. If we can put that together again, I'm not looking at them terrified of they've got good players and I respect that, but I'm not looking at them terrified thinking this is going to be a game too far for us, because we know what they're going to be like. They're going to try and have loads of possession, but I don't think they're going to try and, they're not going to destroy us on the break, or they're not going to catch us too high up the field. I think playing away against a side like this actually benefits us, and we saw that at Bournemouth as well last week as well. So really good marker, I think, to see where we are. Certainly, 16 games in, which it'll be.
You've just said it. There's 1 point between the two teams. The last 5 games they've won 2, Everton have won 4. We are well capable of going there and grinding out something. We probably should have got a point at Stamford Bridge back in April, and we, like you say, we give a poor goal away, and then we missed a couple of opportunities late on. They do have dangerous players, but most teams weekly have dangerous players now, so I think we've obviously got Tim Irabunum and Idrissa Gana Gueye back in the squad as well, which will make a big difference to us. So, why not? Why not go and have a go like you have been and see what comes of it? And shouldn't be scared of a team who's 1 point ahead of you.
No.
That's for sure. They're a good side, you respect them. If it all clicks for them, they could beat us. Of course they could, but we said that at Bournemouth and we said it at United. We were going to Sunderland and everyone was terrified of that one because we weren't playing well then. And we could have had the game sewn up half an hour into that one. We ended up drawing it. So just got to keep doing what we're doing and hopefully take the chances when they come along.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the man we've picked out as the danger man for Chelsea, Pedro Neto. Let's have a look at his numbers so far.
Yeah, 15 games, 5 goals and 2 assists. From an XG at 2.81. And he's created 23 chances this season, and there's his heat map there. Excellent footballer, lively, sharp, good turn of pace about him, gets shots away.
Yeah, he's quick.
So,
very quick.
We depend on which side he'll operate on. He's normally on the right, which means Michalenko will have his work cut out. But that's normally when Michalenko, when he can just concentrate on that one person to mark. Normally he has a good game, so he's going to have a good game at the weekend. But so would they all, if we're to get a result. Yeah.
Let's have a look at the team as well that drew with Bournemouth last week, 0-0.
Yeah, I suppose obviously Liam Delap was injured, so there's a change straight away. João Pedro will be in there, won't he?
Obviously Caicedo was a big miss.
He's obviously miss,
got sent off against Arsenal and obviously will miss this game as well, so he is a big miss for them in midfield, which is obviously benefits us for this one.
Yeah, because he's been in great form. He really has been in brilliant form, starting to show why they paid so much money for him. Top player. But he's out. We're getting a couple of midfield players back, so that works in our favour. But you've got to go out on the pitch and do the business, and that's where we're up to. But our lads will be confident they can go and get something, the way they're playing, and obviously beating Forest so comfortably and coming off the back of an excellent result at Bournemouth. Then I imagine all the lads will be feeling that they can get something out of this one as well.
Yeah. Obviously, Cole Palmer's back as well. He could be. He obviously hasn't had that season so far, but obviously he's been out with injuries as well, but he's returning as well to the first team as well gradually, so he's obviously going to be a danger because he's just a top footballer, isn't he? So, but as you mentioned, no Delap, so it's not necessarily a physical presence up front. But you know, they've done some games. You just look at them and you think these are primed, these are ready to go. And then the next minute, it just looks like a different team. And even the other night against Atalanta, 1-0 up, and then they end up losing 2-1. And you think, well, what's the mentality there? Have they got that backbone to get through these games? But then against Arsenal, you know, going down to 10 men and going 1-0 up. You know, I know Arsenal got the equaliser, but after that, Arsenal wasn't like it was wave after wave.
No.
You know, Chelsea played really well that day, and
a couple of chances.
Yeah.
Attack to win it.
It just shows you that. And then, but then they went to Leeds, and they just looked so bad, and they're making mistakes at the back, and it looked like they couldn't cope with the atmosphere, and they were out muscled, and so we're really yet to see the identity of this Chelsea team, and it just feels like Chelsea fans will know this more than me, but it's just like, I don't know, so far it feels like instead of actually trying to build something, it's just every time they hit a wall, they just buy somebody and then try and go, well, he's not good enough, so we're going to go again. And it's like, I don't know how long you can keep doing that for, and I don't know how long they will keep doing that for, but that can't be the answer, can it? Just buying every time you hit a brick wall.
No, the question should be on the manager, really, because they've been given a lot of tools. Now, he might say that they're not the players he'd want, or whatever, but he's got a huge squad to choose from. That could be the downfall of him. Too many players, but the quality's certainly there.
Yeah.
But he hasn't managed to piece it all together in a way that suits them every week, you know. And even people like Trevor Chalobah, who Palace were trying to buy, you know, they brought him back, and he's been brilliant for them. But why are they having to send them out and thinking of selling them in the first place? To identify that he's been really good. So I know they've had injury, you know, Reece James is back and is obviously key, but he's had his injuries, and every time he seems to get up and running, he picks up an injury, doesn't he? And they've needed probably that, his presence all the time. But yeah, you know, it seems to me there's an issue looking from the outside in, that it's more of a managerial sort of issue. I think they need someone to really take the club by, you know, by the horns really, and direct it the way they want to direct it. But can he do that? I don't know.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the Everton side that obviously beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 last Saturday. And obviously for this game, Everton are going to have the luxury of having a couple more players available, with Ajisagana back from suspension and Tim Inabunan back from suspension as well. But that's what we know of at the moment as well. So there are opportunities. Obviously this is the last game that Ajisagana and Iliman and Jaib are available for as they go off to the AFCON. But he does have a couple of options, and do you think he'll use those options, or certainly one of those options for this game, just to maybe freshen it up a little bit?
I think it's this will play.
Yeah.
I think Alcaraz will probably come out the side with it being away, and obviously Chelsea, and obviously it's the end of Idrissa for 6-8 games, whatever it may be, however far they go. So I think he'll want to use them for as much of the game as he can do to have them. And also, he'll probably have loads of respect for their midfield and want to see what the three lads in there look like against them. And then obviously you've got that option then of Alcaraz, if it's tight and there's sort of 20-25 minutes to go, or if we need a goal, or if he feels like we can win it, then Alcaraz is the perfect one.
You've got to be sensible, haven't you? You've got the option of bringing Idrissa in. It's only going to be for one game. It freshens it up a little bit, and that then knowing that the games going forward, you have got Tim Inabunan available, Carlos Alcaraz, and obviously we've got to find someone to fill the role of Njai. I don't know who that's going to be, because there hasn't been much. There hasn't been anything shown from that so far from the manager. But I think Idrissa probably will. I think Idrissa will definitely come back into this game. The manager, again, it suits the game as well. Being away to Chelsea, it suits the game. And then you've got a couple more players then to come off the bench and strengthen your bench. And I know a lot of people say don't change your winning side, but it is different, isn't it? There are obviously details why you will change it for this game. So Yeah, it would make no sense to leave Adissa on the bench for him to be going away after this game.
No, it's energy as well. Away from home against a good side, it's energy you want in that midfield. And I watched about an hour of them against Sunderland the other week, and Sunderland ended up winning it. But what, Sunderland, they conceded the goal, I think, in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it was that one. Early on, and they stuck at it, and they stuck at it with energy. And it was getting bodies in and blocking Chelsea off and then hitting them on the break a little bit. And Adrissa gives us that in midfield, that nicking the ball and protecting. And I just think the manager plays him every time he's available. And he's about to go away.
Yeah.
So I think it'll give him the opportunity to be just slightly more cautious with Alcaraz. And then you've got Charlie Alcaraz as a positive attacking substitute
option,
with 25 minutes to play.
Yeah, and I think, listen, most Evertonians are looking forward to this game. There's not that trepidation that normally this game brings to it. We've got these away and then obviously Arsenal at home, and you'd look at those games and think, oh God. But I think most people are looking forward to them and looking forward to seeing what Everton have got and where we really are, and hopefully we get something out of this game, and that takes us into that Arsenal game, which 8 o'clock Saturday night kickoff. And we don't love them, but this could be one of them where you think, God, this could be fantastic. So obviously a lot comes down to this game. So yeah, looking forward to it. Could be a good one. Could be our chance, or certainly is our chance, I think, with the players we've got, the way we're playing, to change the narrative again, and hopefully we do, and it's another one ticked off. It won't be an easy game, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
there you go. Let us know your thoughts in the comments anyway. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and also keep your eye out for a very, very, very exclusive interview, a big interview with one of Everton's star players at the moment. You'll see more on that soon. Thanks for watching. See you later.